Well, welcome back. Friday, NASA is launching the second commercial crew rotation to the ISS, the International Space Station, with commercial partner SpaceX. This crew of 4 astronauts will join the Expedition 65 crew for a 6-month science mission. And here to talk with us this morning is NASA astronaut, a real-life astronaut, Doug Hurley. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are we this morning?
Geeking out, very excited to talk to you. So I love your biography, your history. You were the last pilot of the space shuttle program and the first pilot of the SpaceX not shuttle, but the program here. So talk about, the end of one area and the beginning of this one.
Yeah, it's a great question. We had almost 9 years between the last space shuttle flight and the first flight of Crew Dragon, which we did last May. A lot of work went into developing that vehicle. SpaceX, the company that built Dragon as well as Falcon 9, put a tremendous amount of effort into building a vehicle that would be human rated and get us to and from the space station. And we, right along with them, worked very hard and spent a lot of time out in the Los Angeles area working side by side with them, getting this vehicle to the launch pad.
Just incredible. And so
Crew 2 is going. It's Shane Kimbrough, Megan MacArthur, Aki Hoshide, and Thomas Pesquet are going. That's the Crew 2. And then we have Crew 1, which is on board right now, that they'll be replacing.
Fantastic. And so what's the science that they'll be conducting up there?
Well, we do all kinds of different science, whether it's cancer research, research on the human body. They do combustion experiments. They do fluid experiments. A lot of it relates to life here back on Earth, but a lot of it also relates to how we can keep ourselves, the astronauts, healthy while we're in microgravity, exposed to the different things that microgravity brings, which aren't necessarily all good for the human body. So part of the mitigation, for example, for bone density decreases, we see that if we didn't do anything about that, you could get your bones pretty brittle after a few months on board the space station, or, for example, a longer mission out into the solar system. So we developed a different exercise protocol, which helps with that. And that's just one of the many things we do to try to keep humans healthy and, of course, happy while you're away from home for a long time.
Absolutely. And so this is paving the way toward possible future trips to Mars with humans. But we know the next thing on the docket is Artemis, our trip back to the moon, especially for the first woman and the first person of color to visit the moon there. So how will this latest mission to the International Space Station be helping Artemis?
Well, in many ways. First of all, this is only our 3rd flight with humans from the United States in the last 9 years. So reestablishing that cadence of flights from the United States, getting everybody back up to speed with what it's like to launch people into space from here. And then also these crew members, these flight controllers, these teams that develop these vehicles are going to be some of the same people that are going to continue to contribute for Artemis. And we're going to have to draw on their experience as well as the folks that flew before. So it's just this huge combination of things. We've got some time left with Artemis before we start flying, but it's coming up quickly. We hope to fly the uncrewed flight of the Space Launch System in Orion later this year. And if that is successful, hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll fly crew on board Orion. So it's a build-up process, just like it was for us for commercial crew and SpaceX, where we flew an uncrewed flight first, and then Bob and I flew last summer, 6 or 7 months after the uncrewed test flight. So all those things have to happen, but this is just part of that effort.
Amazing. Okay, and then my last question for you this morning. Obviously, all eyes have been on Percy and Ingenuity taking its flight. For all of you there, all the astronauts, everyone at NASA, what has it been like seeing this science and this revolutionary steps that we've been taking on the Red Planet this week?
Well, I think that is just part of what NASA does. And, we hope to do the impossible. We work very hard to make the impossible possible. And, our congratulations to the Perseverance teams for all that they've done to this point. It's incredibly inspiring. to see those pictures come from Mars, not only of its landing, but now the helicopter flight. It's just incredible. And it's hard for me to discuss without a lot of emotion what it's going to be like when we finally put humans on Mars. And they're sending back pictures, and we're seeing pictures of humans walking because it's incredibly exciting to see these rovers exploring Mars and all the things that they can learn. So the future is very bright. You know, there's a lot to look forward to in space and exploration. And, you know, this is just the beginning of those things as we reach back out into the solar system.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It has been a delight getting to see your insight of the world, and best of luck to that latest crew heading on up.
Thank you so much. It was good to talk to you.
You too.